Oh, look who's here. Ladies and gentlemen, the pussy is finally out of the tree. Hassam is now with us. Do you believe yet? Are you the favourites yet, Hassam?
This is how we're starting. First of all, introduce me as a Premier League champion. That's what you're going to introduce me as. I'm not going to be introduced this way. Big up to everyone, guys. League champions. Campione, Campio. I cannot believe this is just an absolutely unbelievable feeling, to be honest with you. There is such a, like, you guys' reaction to the whole leopard in the tree is literally shows me that none of you watch National Geographic ever. I don't need to come out of the tree because I'm literally eating on the tree. That's the whole point. Because when a leopard gets its prey, it takes up the tree and eats it over there. So the prey was the Premier League, and we got it and we did it. So I'm very happy today. Absolutely magnificent feeling. Absolutely amazing feeling. The Anfield was rocking from just the first second till the end, you know, and it was just so unreal. Like, I love this football club. 5 years, 2 league titles. You know, now it's official. No one can say anything. Liverpool are the biggest club in England. It's done. We don't care about sponsorship deals. We're talking about actual football here. So
check your current sponsor.
20 times. Kel, I'm sorry, I can't hear you from third place. So anyway, as I was saying, as the league champion this season, 20 times, guys. 20 times. I cannot believe this. If you told me 10 years ago we were going to win 2 league titles like in a 5-year period, I would have believed that the way that we were going, but we did it. And today we have 2 first-time things happening. First ever Dutch captain to win the Premier League. First ever Dutch manager to win the Premier League. Arne Slot, funny story, rejected Tottenham Hotspur for Liverpool. Funny story, Luis Diaz rejected Tottenham Hotspur for Liverpool. So it was absolutely incredible. So, you know, they both made the right decision. Caicedo will make the right decision next week and clap for us in the Guard of Honor. You know, Arsenal Guard of Honor incoming. Palace.
Oh,
you know,
Guard of Honor as well. Guard of Honor, bring your coffee cups.
Yes, they have to.
I'm looking at you. Bring your coffee cup.
Yeah, they have to. They have to clap for us, Arsenal. And I'm just
over the moon. Cup, they don't.
I'm absolutely over the moon, to be honest with you. I think this is just to deserve it. We've been the best team in the whole country this whole season. We've got the best player in the league as well. And you know, I'm over the moon, to be honest with you. 20 times. Here we go. 20 times, 6 Champions Leagues, biggest club in England. It's over. Everything Ferguson built in 30 has been destroyed in 5. Up the Reds. Let's fucking go.
If I could just
quite
say,
ironic as well. Sorry, do you know it's quite ironic as well? You know, we talked about the COVID season. Slot was denied winning a title in Holland during the COVID season
with Alkmaar.
Yeah, with Alkmaar. So it's just it's good that he's got one. That he's got one in the Premier League. Like, and it was great seeing him in a Liverpool shirt. Did you see that? That was good.
No, yeah. I didn't say to watch that bit.
The only thing that I want that I wish people would understand is that the narrative right now is that good teams are shit, right? But these people are too blind to realize that the other side of that coin says that the teams that were shit are just better, because the difference between 10th and 6th is 10 points. Like this idea that just because Chelsea aren't doing good, just because United aren't doing good, just because the big name clubs aren't doing good automatically equates to the league is garbage is insane to me. It's
forget about
and Mike, do we all agree on this panel? That's
analysis.
Why are we talking about
analysis?
I would say, I'm going to go to you next, Sam. I get what you said is correct, Mike, but I don't think those people are articulating themselves right. When they say good, I think they mean entertaining. And I get why they don't think it's entertaining, because the big boys that have the fan bases and everyone's at each other. Because someone said to me that I was speaking about you lot and Arsenal fans. I think next season, Liverpool and Arsenal fans is going to be an amazing thing to kind of sit there and watch. Because you built a little bit of a bit of needle this season. And someone said, "Oh, you just care about that because it's good for content." And I'm like, kind of. But what's good for content is when fans are entertained, engaged, and kind of going at each other a bit, as long as their teams are doing well. So I don't think people think it's a bad season in terms of like there are some really good teams this year in England. We've seen that with Newcastle. I think they mean they're not entertained by the league. I just think they're really poorly articulating themselves. If I'm being honest with you.
The thing is, today we all watch Spurs. I speak for everyone in the panel. Spurs are crap. Spurs are shit. We all agree. You want to know who else is shit? Man United. They're both in a Europa League semi-final. So this shows you the quality of the league. And guys, Cunha is in 17th place the whole season. He's literally a Champions League quality player. Like, I keep bringing up examples like this because it's important to understand that just because Liverpool have rose above everyone else does not mean that the league itself is bad. Because people always use this, and Terry has heard this argument 500 million times when he claims that the Premier League are the strongest league in the world, which I agree with. He's heard the whole, but La Liga teams always beat Premier League teams. And okay, Man United are crap. They just beat Sociedad. And they beat someone else, which is the other Spanish team. They beat another Spanish team, no? Anyway, point is, regardless of the point...
They've got Betis. They've got Betis next.
No, not Betis.
Bilbao.
They've got
Betis next.
Yeah, so like both teams that have been considered crap by everyone are in European semi-finals. Arsenal, who themselves have been considered as having a shit season, are in a semi-final of the Champions League after beating Real Madrid. So the quality of the league is just at an all-time high, to be honest.
And I'm going to an FA Cup final.
Yes, exactly. So the season just an all-time high quality, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I discredit that argument. When people are like, "This is a shit league," I'm like, no. Some of the lower teams just got better. Like Bournemouth was better this season. Fulham was better this season. Brentford, they gave everybody trouble. Like they were taking points off of everybody. So a lot of credit to that. Forest too. Nobody saw Forest coming. They just showed up out of nowhere. Look at them. They're having a really good season. And
I agree. There's been loads of teams that have had really good seasons. I just think it's a bit like the conversation that you mentioned earlier when people talk about. I've seen all the big accounts tweet it. Both United and Liverpool are on 20 league titles. Are Liverpool now bigger than Man United? If Liverpool fans
talking about what's bigger, I don't think you're talking about football. Just gonna throw that out there.
What do you mean?
Do we not just think? Do we not just think it's just the
I legitimately don't know what you mean.
You're talking about what's bigger. It's not football.
What do you mean, Kel? What do you mean?
I really don't know what you mean. I'm so confused.
Like sponsorships and shit?
No.
No, I don't know.
You're talking about bigger in size. You're not talking about football.
Yeah.
Come on, gentlemen.
Okay.
Gentlemen, you guys know what I'm talking about.
Right. I get it now. I just don't know why that came up. I don't know why it came
up.
I
thought she was talking about like United have more sponsorship deals.
I feel a little bit like
we're not talking about football anymore.
Okay. I feel a little bit like the language is important because I think being better, bigger, and most successful, I really do feel like they're three different things. The same as when people say it's been a bad Premier League season. When you keep asking people to explain what they mean, nearly everyone I've asked this question to will eventually say, I've just not been entertained by it. As opposed to there haven't been good teams, there hasn't been. And then why, if Liverpool was sitting 15th this season, you'd be saying the same shit. And because you would have been disengaged since Christmas. So I think that's what the difference here is really. But they're wrong to say the teams are crap and Liverpool are bad champions. That bit is a crock of shit. Stro, hello, mate.
Had to. I was here the first time we won the Premier League. Correct me if I'm wrong, Terry. Crying my eyes out. Been emotional today, so I had to quickly jump on. How are we all? I am fucking celebrating.
I hear you, mate. Look, it's good to see you again, Stro. You were, I think, my first caller 5 years ago when you won the Premier League. You're back again, and I'm here again saying 5 years later, Liverpool the best team in the world again. It's frustrating, mate. But how do you feel?
I'm over the moon. Like, obviously, I remember being on a couple months ago, and obviously a few of us that were on here then were joking about saying that we weren't in a title race, even though we all knew that we were. Joking about whether we finished third or fourth, but no, it's a special day for everyone. It's everyone discredited the COVID title because the fans weren't there, and even though we won it before COVID hit, so to see us win it today in the manner that we won it, and it just felt like the most Liverpool way to do it by going a goal down and having to really step it up. So yeah, it's a special day.
I was doing the watch along, and this is how. Listen, our fan base is very dramatic.
Yeah,
some people might say I'm dramatic. I accept that. It's part of being a Liverpool fan.
Really,
some might say that. Even I got today when we conceded the first goal. I was like, guys, it's Tottenham. Can we all just chill? Like, even I I just kept singing the whole way throughout. I'm like, guys, we're obviously gonna beat Spurs. Can we just chill out? And I actually said that we're gonna go 2-0 down and win 5-2. So I was this close to getting it right, because I actually think the goal that we conceded gave us the kick up the ass that we needed. The players were just like,
did any of you have this moment? Because I thought today was typical Liverpool, but that was this recent Liverpool team where when you concede, you go up a gear. And but when they scored, I had this little moment where I was like, can you imagine after the fans, the fanfare, everything Gary Neville said, could you imagine if you lost today and didn't actually, it would have been funny. But yeah, you guys are too good for that, especially no disrespect, but this Spurs team is arse. I mean, it's just, I know they made rotations ahead of Thursday's game, but they are just awful. They're so bad.
They are.
They really, really are.
I was never gonna get Spurs to make me worried. That's the last thing that will happen. Hell will freeze.
Can I ask you guys a question?
And I love the fact we won it against them too, because
Yeah.
Ainge is a hypocrite and he can hold that.
I want to ask you.